Hi everyone, out of the psych. Back for part two of overcoming addiction, again for informational purposes only. One thing about the book is that it's really a workbook, so it has a lot of exercises for you to do if you're in that particular position of wanting to make some changes. Now, this next section the author addresses as are you really willing to change? And then he mentions the stages of change. And the first stage is pre-contemplative or pre-contemplation. So pre-contemplators do not want to change their addictions. They don't think that they have a problem, although other people around them may certainly know that there is a problem. The next stage is contemplation, and the contemplators know a problem exists and they're considering doing something about it. The next stage is determination. The individual starts to take small steps toward solving the problem. Okay. The big stage is action. Okay, so this is the stage of major effort and behavior change. And this, according to the author, can last from like 1 day to 6 months. Okay, and then after you've gone through the action stage, you've accomplished things, you go to maintenance, and this is the relapse prevention stage. Okay, so you've had some short-term success from the action stage, and now you're hoping to just kind of maintain that success and bring this along to long-term some success. Next stage is termination, and the author believes that if between 2 and 5 years have gone by without a return to the addiction and all the cravings are gone, then he believes it's reasonable to consider the formerly addicted individual as now free of the problem. Okay, a little bit different take, right, than AA. Okay. Then he mentions relapse. Okay, he says in reality, most individuals cycle through these stages several times before termination occurs. And he says, luckily, once the individual has made it to the action stage, it's unlikely that they're going to actually relapse back to pre-contemplation. Okay, so that's good because it's, yeah, relapse. All right, I know I've got a problem. It's not like you go back to denying that you have a problem. And one more thing. The author mentions that there are alternative support groups. I'm not sure if you're aware of that, but these are alternatives to like AA or NA, Narcotics Anonymous, things like that. He mentions SMART recovery, self-management and recovery training, and also moderation management. And although there are, these alternative support groups, they may not be as readily available as AA support groups. And there's pros and cons to, like the SMART recovery versus, AA recovery groups. I don't think SMART offers like a mentor, to help you, but some people do fine without that person. Some people actually go to both like a SMART recovery group as well as AA group. So, there's a lot of options out there. Anyway, okay, that is it for part two on overcoming addiction. Thanks.